Hey everyone, what is up? Danielle Mullins here, Network Marketing Leader, and I've been working hard on my Instagram for my business since I started it in July. I want to say July 7th to be exact of last year. And up until this year, like 2017, my Instagram had been kind of slow. I wasn't really seeing any income producing activity from it. I didn't really understand, it's Instagram, we all know how to work it. I couldn't figure out what I could possibly be doing wrong. I was using hashtags, I was posting pictures, I was trying to post during a prime time. But I sat down and I did my research, and I'm here to tell you all what has really helped me boost my business Instagram feed. I'm going to be answering all questions at the end, so go ahead and post them. I'll scroll back so I can get them. But let's take a look at my Instagram and where it first started. Now sadly, I can't do live videos from my computer. I would love to have my phone right here so I could show you where my Instagram feed started off and where it is now, but I'll post some pictures. My first Instagram pic got 9 likes. That's not too bad, for a first pic. Probably had followed maybe around like 20 people at the time, maybe 50. So 9 likes is pretty good. I started building my Instagram and a couple months passed by and I was averaging between 20 and 30 likes, and I'd followed probably over 100 people, maybe even over 200 people at the time. I don't have a time frame for that. Oh, I wish I did. But by November, my average, I want to say it was in the 40s, and my peak was in the 60s range. It wasn't to 70, wasn't over 65, but somewhere between 60 and 65 likes. So that's pretty good, right? That's July, August, September, October, November. That's 5 months. I went from 9 likes to 60. That's my peak, not my average. My average was 45, and even in January, my average was still 45. So now that had been almost half a year, if not right at half a year. So I knew something was up. I started my first Instagram theme in February, and if you don't know what an Instagram theme is, it's how when somebody pulls up your Instagram page, your grid and your little profile picture, little circle thing up there is all visually appeasing. And so it all looks good together, it all matches. I love black and gold. Those are my go-to colors. That's normally how I do my fingernails. I've got this cool holographic polish I found. But I started it out with a black and gold marble with a white square with a motivational quote. And then my center picture was a glitter background with me, something to do with my business. And then it went quote me, quote me, quote me, or like product quote something. But it kind of crisscrossed through. It was so cluttery. Oh my gosh, I look back at it and I'm embarrassed that I posted that. It looks terrible. I honestly didn't even like it when I first started it, but it was black and gold and those are my favorite colors, so I was like, you know what? We're just gonna roll with it, and it looks so bad. But hey, my average likes jumped, and now instead of being at like 45, they were a little bit higher than 50, not quite to 60. So in a month, after sitting at 45 for like 2 or 3 months, to jump, it's like, okay, clearly I'm onto something here. So I recently changed it a few weeks ago. I want to say maybe mid-February, a little bit later than that, probably butt end of February. And I kept all my quotes on one side, and I did it on a pink marble background. And then my photos of me in makeup, because that's what my business is, it's cosmetics and skincare. So it was me or product lip swatches were all on the other side on a white background. So I had the little photo and a white background behind it. And it was super cute. I really liked it. Oh my gosh, my average jumped. It was well over 60. I actually just recently broke 100 likes. I'm telling you all, your theme is where it's at. Because guess who's on Instagram? The millennials, people my age, and the millennials are all about VSCO, the VSCO filter app. They're about the aesthetics. They're about the color white, they're about neutral colors, they're about bright colors, pastel colors. They're not about the Instagram filters, and they're not about Instagrams that don't have themes. So if you're on Instagram, I can guarantee you you're marketing towards the millennials. Now, one app I found that is really going to help you in this process is called Planoly. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Planoly. It's a free download. They actually do have monthly plans because they'll only let you do so many photos a month, but you can actually schedule your photos on Instagram so that you don't have to remember, oh my gosh, it's a peak time, I need to go post or set an alarm. Or, maybe you're in class during a peak time, or you've got something else to do. So you can schedule your Instagram post. I think it allows you 30 free posts a month, and if you want to do more than that, you have to pay. But the cool thing about it, too, is you can kind of look and see how all your photos are going to look next to each other on your grid. So if you don't like it, you don't have to post it, and you already know. So instead of posting it and being like, oh my gosh, this looks terrible together now, and deleting it and starting over, you already know. Now, also, with those VSCO filters, actually, back to Planoly, let me show you here. I pulled them up on my laptop for you. This is the Planoly Instagram feed. This is their theme. What did I do? And the cool thing, they're the ones that let you schedule. Here we go, now it's scrolling. See, this is their Instagram theme. For them, it's just a color theme. I'm recently changing mine, and I will show you all once I'm done. I'll post some pics. But anyway, with VSCO, if you don't know how to use it, it's really easy to learn. It's simply filters and photo editing, like the brightness, the contrast, the saturation, the tint. Now, if you look at it and you're like, oh, my filters look like poop, that's okay. Pinterest is going to become your absolute best friend. If you're into super fun, bright colors, and you like the ocean and sea turtles, things like that, look, they've already put it together for you. And I tell you which VSCO filter to use. So if you like the bright colored things, see the sea turtle down there? You're going to use filter HB1. You're only going to use half of its full opacity. You're going to brighten your photos to a 4. You're going to take your temperature down to a -2. You're going to tint it to a +2. And your saturation will be +30. That's it, and you're done. And the cool thing about VSCO is when you find a filter that you actually like, you can copy and paste it to each photo. So you don't have to keep going through and scrolling. Oh, I need more exposure. Oh, I need more contrast. Oh, less temperature. You just hit copy, paste, and then you're done. And on VSCO, it's set up in a grid form, so you can already kind of see what your Instagram feed will look like. For me, I have 2 Instagrams, so it doesn't really work. That's why I like Planoly. And most people in network marketing will have 2 Instagrams unless you're using your personal and your business together. And I don't recommend that, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. We're getting there. Anyway, that's the cool thing about VSCO, and that's what the millennials love. They're all about it. The VSCO filters are super crisp. They're super clean. I mean, you can make them dark, but one thing you do need to be very careful about is if you're in an industry like I am, cosmetics, color is everything. I don't want to hold up a purple lip bonbon, and then filter it till it looks like it's orange. I mean, we have orange ones, but when I put the name on it, which this one is the red velvet cake, but it looks orange, everybody's going to be confused when they try to go to my site to order it, because it'll look purple. Hello? So that's one thing you really do have to be careful about. But the cool thing about VSCO is that it is really good about keeping the colors pretty similar to what you already have. Also, when you edit your photos, be careful with sharpening. Especially on Instagram, those tend to turn really grainy and gritty. It's distracting. It doesn't look like a good quality photo. When you take your photos, you want to try your absolute best to get them in natural lighting. If you can't, that's okay. You can edit it, but your natural light photos are going to be the best. And if you like that natural light photo compared to a flash photo, try to keep all the photos on your feed in that natural light. Because if you mix it up with the flash, it's going to change the way your filters look, and it's also going to mix up your whole theme there. And it's just better to try to keep one. And with natural light, you really can see the product color, whatever it is you're working with here in your network marketing business. If you are also using Instagram to edit the actual photo, not the filters, stay away from that structure button. It's okay when it comes to photo editing for sports. I like it because it really defines the muscles and the action. But if you're with a weight loss company and you structure that photo all the way up, and then somebody's progress photos looks like they went from super flabby to super abby, and that's not exactly the case, that's false advertisement. So just stay away from it. Unless you are a sports photographer, stay away from it. Now, Instagram has a cool feature to it if you set it up as a business page. Not a personal page, but a business page. And it's a lot easier to do if you have a business page Facebook. If you try to connect it to your personal Facebook, it's not going to work. You need a business page Facebook. So the cool thing about it is when you go to your profile, up in the top, you're going to see what looks like a little bar graph, and those are your insights. Now, what that's going to tell you is your impressions, like how many people are looking at your posts, interacting with it, if there's a link to it, are they clicking on it, are they swiping the photos, are they watching the videos. It'll tell you how many you've reached with that post, and it'll also tell you how many people are looking at your profile each week. You can also go through your insights. It's going to tell you your top posts, like which posts are performing the best, because guess what? Instagram is owned by Facebook, and if you didn't know that, surprise. So Facebook, if you have a business page, you can boost your post, and so even though if somebody doesn't like your business page, if they have something similar in their likes to your business page, you can have that little, for a small fee, you can have that post show up in their timeline. And you can do the same thing for Instagram, except it's called promote. So based on, the people that they follow and the people that you follow, or, your common interests here, the similarities of photos you like. I notice when I get on my business page, I see a lot of makeup artists and makeup tutorials and stuff like that, because I'm in the cosmetics industry. Duh, Instagram notices that I'm posting a lot about makeup, and so they show me makeup. They show me promoted pages that are makeup. So that's also a really cool tool you'll need to start looking at for your business. It's a tax write-off. It's a super small fee. I believe you can do it for as little as $5. Maybe even cheaper. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know sometimes Facebook lets you do $3, and they're owned by the same company. But also, speaking of your Instagram posts, you can also check those peak times. So instead of saying, okay, I need to post at 8 o'clock because that's when people are getting up, I need to post at 12 o'clock because that's when people are having lunch, and I need to post at 5 o'clock because that's when people are getting home. That's not how it's going to be on a Sunday. People are just getting out of church by 12 o'clock. Sometimes they get out at 11, and they're going to go eat with their families. Yeah, they might post, be like, this is what I wore to church today. Look how cute me and my fam are. But that doesn't mean they're scrolling. Okay, you want people to scroll and see your stuff so you can look on it. And I actually discovered that for me on my Instagram, it's better for me to post at 9 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, because that's when everybody is out of church and leaving the restaurants, and they're going home, and they're changing, and they're getting ready to watch TV. If it's fall time, they're going to get ready for Sunday football, whatever you all do on your Sundays. Not everybody goes to church, but for this particular region, that's a big thing. And that's the cool thing you'll get to see about it too, is how your Instagram breaks out country to country and city to city. Across your state, across, wherever you are, you're going to see a lot of my posts pick up in Louisville. I don't know why. I don't live in Louisville. I don't really tag anything on my business page to Louisville. I'm Bowling Green, not Lexington, not Nicholasville, not Richmond, but I am Bowling Green. But I do see a lot of work in Jessamine County, and I had some old folders that were tagged there. I see some in Richmond because I do have a lot of connections there, and so those are who have followed me. I don't understand how I have so many in Louisville, but that's okay. I love you, Louisville, so it all works. Let's see, and the cool thing about that too in those peak times is you can also see what kind of gender you're going at. I'm 75% female and 25% male. Fun fact for the day. And you can see that age range. You know, if you're in a skincare business, you might be looking for somebody between 18 and 25 to hit that acne range, and you might be looking for somebody over 50 to hit that wrinkle range. And so you can kind of see where your posts are going, and if you're right and plumb in the middle, and it's not where you want to be, then you know that you've got something to change there. Alright, so I'm actually almost through this. Instagram is really fun. If you understand Facebook, you can understand Instagram. You just gotta learn the different terminologies for it. But let's take a look at these Instagram filters. I went through it, and I've just, based off my personal opinion, based off what I think will work for a business page, color-wise, aesthetics-wise, everything, I broke it down to yes filters, no filters, and okay filters. So, okay filter, if you refuse to use VSCO, or if you decide that you want a filter but you don't know which app to use, I'm telling you, Instagram and VSCO are my two favorites. And I try to pick a VSCO filter that I can use a few Instagram filters with in case I'm just not feeling VSCO that day and I'm kind of digging, you know, a specific Instagram filter. So that way, you know, I can kind of play around with it. But the okay filters for Instagram, you can use Moon. It's very bright, so it's going to kind of distort a lot of things if you're trying to show off wrinkles, but you prefer black and white photos. It's going to smoothen those out. So that's what I don't like about it, but it's black and white, so it works, and the same thing goes for Willow and Inkwell. Willow actually lacks a lot of contrast, and so it looks more gray, but Inkwell has a lot of contrast, and that's what I personally like about it. But the thing about it, though, is it also does that to your photos. It doesn't like physically pull the eye down, but it smooths everything out because it's brighter, contrasty, even if it has less contrast. So I don't know, I try to stay away from black and white filters, my personal opinion. The Juno filter, it is very bright, it has yellow tones, and it distorts my skin. So for my personal cosmetics business, that's one filter I try to stay away from. Sometimes in the right lighting it looks okay. Slumber has a lot of grain, and it's kind of sharp, and that's what I like about it. I prefer some sharpness to my photos and some grain, but not like an overdue. But it's very, very, very yellow. So unless you're promoting like a shake or, you know, a wrap, it doesn't really work for your cosmetics. Crema is also very yellow, but it's okay. You know, it's not too terribly distorted. Same goes for Ludwig, except it's kind of saturated. And then Lo-Fi is going to boost your colors, but it's also misleading. You know, if I post this, it might go from, you know, this pretty raspberry magenta color to super purple. And it's not super purple. It's a magenta. My no filters. These are the ones I absolutely recommend you stay away from. I don't like them. I think they're distracting. They distort your photos too much. The first one is Perpetua. It's not solid. You've got too many different colors in it. It's distracting. I don't really like the way it looks. Let's see. There you got Gingham. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's overfaded, so it's going to kind of do what those black and white filters do, and it's going to just wash you out. It's going to take out all color, which, don't get me wrong, we like a fade to our photos. It's what the millennials are doing. I keep saying millennials, even though I technically am one. I don't consider myself one, but okay. It's very distracting because it's so overfaded, and the same goes for Reyes, R-E-Y-E-S, however you want to pronounce it. Lark is also really yellow, and then also any of the old old Instagram filters, you know, like Miro, Mayfair, Rise, Hudson, Valencia, X-Pro 2 can be okay, but it's really going to distort your photos and make them super dark. Sierra, and then the real oldies, like back when Instagram first started. Instagram has gone through 3 filter changes, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the real oldies are going to be like Hefe, Nashville, which is going to make it like really yellow and blue. You got Sutra, which is going to make it really dark, and it makes your skin look wrinkly and patchy. You got Toaster, Walden, 1977, which is super pink. So for your personal page, that might work, because that's what you like. But for a business page, it's going to be kind of distracting unless you're promoting something from 1977. or something old. Kelvin is super orange. Just stay away from it. It's so bright. It's so contrasted. I'm personally not a fan. If you're a fan for your personal page, that might work, but for a business page, I highly recommend to stay away from it. There's Stinson Vesper Mauvin, which is yellow and green. And although it has been scientifically proven that yellow and green helps your brain remember things more, I believe it's to write it on a green, it's to write it on a yellow piece of paper with a green marker or pencil. You don't want to be remembered for a bad Instagram filter or a bad Instagram pic, because that's how you're going to lose your followers and your interaction. Ginza, Skyline, Dogpatch, Brooklyn, Helena, Ashby, and Charmless. They're just distracting. And so, for the yes filters, that leaves us with Clarendon and Aiden. They're bright, they're crisp. Aiden, don't get me wrong, it has a tint, but it's got like this mauve rose color, and that's super popular right now. I don't know why, but it's crisp, and everybody loves it. It's just very visually appealing to the eye. And so you got to think about your aesthetics here on your business page. When it comes to your personal page, rock it out, do whatever kind of filter you want. I do recommend staying away from 1977 and Kelvin though. I'm not a personal fan. You're not going to get a follow from me with those filters. But Aiden and Clarendon, for sure, are totally fine for your business, kind of depending on the lighting. I really like Clarendon. It kind of helps have like a little brightness to the filter, and if a photo's too bright, Aiden kind of darkens it. So, that is all I have for you and your Instagram business page. Like I said, you have to connect it to an actual business page on Facebook. If you don't have one, you should create one, because there's a lot of people on Facebook. A lot of people. So, that is all I have for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. It doesn't look like anybody has had any questions. I'm scrolling through. If there's something I was unclear about, feel free to ask. But I hope I helped you and your Instagram business starts to boom. Mine surely has. Hope you have a fabulous Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I don't see any questions. If you do have any that you didn't think of to ask during this video, you can always message me on my business or my personal page. Hope you all have a fabulous night, and I will see you later. Ciao for now.